Hello friends, welcome to 123 Simply Craft. I'm Mary Lou, Stampin Up Demonstrator in Australia. I post a video on Fridays, so if you like my videos, please subscribe and click on the bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. For today's tutorial, I'm gonna share with you guys how to make a beautiful little bag made out of 1-sheet vellum. Vellum is beautiful because it's transparent, so I've used paper behind so you can see the bag. I think it's very cute, and I got some other samples, but today I'm gonna be making a Christmas one. This one I use the one of the free gift from Celebration. Don't forget, you got one more week, or depending when this video comes out, it's only till the end of this month. And this is what you can get as a free gift. So that's how I make this little bag. And for the bag that I'm gonna be making today, I thought I'd make a Christmas one because Christmas is approaching, so we have to be prepared. So I'll be using the designer tag. So I'll be using this one here to make the tag. And then I'm using the Merry Moment stamp set. I'm gonna be using just the little leaves. And what else am I using? Oh, and of course this beautiful designer paper. I have used it before. I think it's just gorgeous, so I think it's very Christmassy, so I'm gonna be using that. Okay, so let's move this and let's begin. Okay, to start, what do we need? We need a piece of vellum. There is, did I put the, normally I write the measurements. Oh, sorry girls. Okay, the bag is 11 inches long by 8 1/4. So that's the bag, the piece of vellum. And the Stampin' Up vellum is very beautiful. It's not flimsy, it's nice and solid. So very nice to make boxes. So 11 by 8 1/4. I'm gonna be using the ribbon, and this is called mini ruffle ribbon, the red. I'm gonna be using a little bit of green that I have left over from one of the paper pumpkin. I'm gonna be using the washi type, the new washi type, and the designer paper from the stack that I just showed you. The designer paper is 3 1/8 by 5 5/8. You only need a small piece. And then we need a small piece of cardstock, white piece of white cardstock for the tag that is 1 3/4 by 5 3/4, and a small piece of designer paper that is 1 1/4 by 1 3/4 to decorate the tag. And that's all. So, all right, so to begin, let's put all this away so we can have a bit of room here. I bring my scoreboard. And we're gonna score. Okay, on the long side, we're gonna score at 2 inches, 2 inches, 5 1/4, 7 1/4, and 10 1/2. And then on the short side, 1 1/4, return, and 1 1/4 again. So that's what we got so far. And then what we're gonna do is you have the 2 inch here, and we have the small flap on the right hand side, and we score a 1 inch all the way down, and a 6 1/4 all the way down. So you have in between those middle ones, you have that score all the way down. Okay, and now on here we're gonna get the pen, a pencil, and the ruler, And on this smaller section where you got this line, from here to here, we're just gonna put a little pencil mark at 1 inch. 1 inch, I put a little mark in there. And on this one here again, a 1 inch, little pencil mark. Let me show you, maybe if I take, oh, that's better. You can see better here because of the black underneath. Okay, so remember, this is, we scored at 2, 5 1/4, 7 1/4, and 10 1/2. And then we scored a 1 inch and a 6 1/4. And then from that mark, you come down and you put a little pencil mark here in the center. And on this, where you go 3 lines, on the middle line, you mark a 1 inch down, okay? We bring the pad again, because now what we're going to do, we get our score tool, and from that pencil mark, we're gonna score to that point to make like a triangle. And I'll show you when I'm done, because this is white, so it's hard to see. But I'm scoring from that pencil mark to the corner. Can you see that? Okay. And we do the same thing here, from the pencil mark to the corner. From the pencil mark to the corner. Okay, right. So let's put the ruler away. And now we're going to do some cutting. So we grab some long scissors. Got my template over here. And what are we gonna do? On the small, where you got this small little section here, we're going to cut these 2 tiny little pieces here. These 2 little corners. So we cut this off. And we make a little angle cut. And we remove this one as well. And we make an angle cut. Okay? And now we're going to remove, all right? So this is our bottom, and we know it's the bottom because that's the this section here for the bag, okay? So we know that this is the box, the bottom, and this is the top. So we're going to remove all this section here, away from here. So I get my long scissors because I find I can cut a bit more straight. You can always use your trimmer, but I'm a scissor guy, so. But if you feel more comfortable with the trimmer, you can use your trimmer. There we go. So now that is this part that folds back into your bag. All right, so that's what we got so far. Now we're gonna cut here, cut here, cut here. Okay, so you cut all of those. So we don't need the scissors. Remove the scissors. Now I get my round the corners, because this, it looks nicer when the corners are rounded. So use your any round kind of rounder that you have. I have this one here. This one is retired now, but that's the only one I have, so I'll be using that. And here. So now we round the corners, which makes it so much nicer. All right. Then we're gonna burnish all our score lines. And we do these little corners. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. So that's gonna go in. Open that. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm back. Somebody knocked on the door. I'm sorry. Okay, where were we? We have fold these bits. Now we're gonna fold these little triangles in this bit. So we'll go here, fold that, and we have to fold these little corners here. Let's see, how am I gonna do this so it's the easier? I think we have to go in here, go in like this. Yeah, whoop. Push in like that. There we go. Okay, right, so this one we fold this in like that, and then we fold this in like that. Right, here we go. So that's the box. Nearly done. A little bag. Yep, making sure that it's all nice. Yep. Okay, so now that we have burnished all those pieces. Oh goodness, my dog. Okay, I'm back. So where were we? Oh gee, goodness. All right, so we have fold all our score lines. Okay, they're all done. All these little squares, all of them, they're all nice and folded. Okay, now we're gonna attach our designer paper, and the designer paper goes on the section that is flat, that doesn't have this. This is the front and this is the back. So on the front, we're gonna attach our designer paper like this. So I'm gonna just use a tiny little bit of glue on the edges, just very thin layer of glue. Attach it to the front, this section here that doesn't have the flap on top. And with my bone folder, I'm gonna squeeze it to make sure that the glue gets really attached to my vellum. Remember, we're working on the inside of the bag. Okay, we actually attaching the designer paper inside the bag. Okay, so then see, it's nice. Don't worry, this will disappear. It will get clear. Okay, you won't be able to see that later, as you can see on my other project. Okay, so so now we got that. So we have burnished all. Oh, you know what, the one we didn't burnish was this ones, the flaps. Let's do that, because it's easy to do it now. It'd be hard to do it later on, because vellum is very stiff. Okay, so that's the flap. And let's do our bottoms. So I didn't do the bottoms either. Okay, let's do them. Because it's easy to do it now, otherwise later on it's gonna be hard. So let's do them. Okay, all right, so now they're all done. Okay, now we're gonna close the bag. To close the bag, I'm gonna add some sticky tape on this flap here. Double-sided tape. Right on the edge of the score line. Right, let's burnish that. Remove the backing, and we're going to close the bag, making sure that is nice and even. Make sure that I burnish properly so it closes the bag really well. Okay. And then this goes here, that goes there, that goes there, and that goes there. So now I'm going to put a bit of type in here. Type here. Get the scissors. And I'm going to add a little bit of type. Should I put type on this one? Yeah, I think we should. Yeah, let's do that. Because I think then it will stick better, won't it? So we'll put a bit of type on this side. And a little bit of type on this side. Like that. So this will be nice in here. And we're going to add a bit of type on this side and this side. A bit on this side. And a little bit on this side. Like that. It's a bit too big. Okay. Burnish. Burnish. Burnish all our type. And then we'll remove this type first. And remove this. And we attach it to the bottom. And then we remove all this type here. And then this one comes on top of the other one. And we get a long folder so we can attach it properly. And then we close it like this. And we're nearly done. See how neat? See? Very neat. Super neat, isn't it? Okay, so now, just to hold it, I'm going to get a peg. We have a peg in here. I'm going to put the peg there for now, just so you can hold it close to me. I'm going to get some ribbon. I think I need about this much. How long is this? This is about, let me see, about 17 inches. And we're going to put it here. Okay, I need an extra hand here. Let's use our peg. Come on, hold it. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna make a nice bow. Try to, because it's not easy. Because it's moving everywhere. You can do it. Go on. Here we go. Yes, I done it. Cute ribbon, this one. All right. So anyway, I'll fiddle with the bow in a minute. Let's make a tag. To do the tag, what I done is, here's my die. I put the die here and I cut it on my big shot. Now I'm gonna get this a small piece and I'm gonna glue it on the bottom. This was 1 1/4 by 1 3/4. So I'm gonna attach this right at the bottom, just like that. If it's a little bit too big, we just trim it. Sometimes it's better to make it just a little bit longer. They're not too short, isn't it? And then the washi tape. This washi tape is on the mini catalog. On the Halloween section. But I think it's just super cute. Okay, cut that. So we got that. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of stamping. Let's glue this. A little bit of stamping, and I'm gonna use the Mossy Meadow, and I'm gonna stamp the Just For You. Don't worry, I will, down below the video and in my blog, I will make a list of all the products that I use. So if you wanna use what I have been today, there's a list for you. And now I'm gonna add a couple of leaves. Like this. Let's move that away. And then from the designer paper, let me show you. From this designer paper, I fussy cut this little flower, which I done it already. And I just, with a pencil, squeeze down, and I add a little bit of glue. And I'm gonna attach it here. It's like that. Super, super cute. And then I'm gonna get a little bit of that twine that I have left over. And make a long loop like that. I put it through the hole. And then there's a big loop, and I put that through the loop, and that holds to my cute little tag. And then this tag can get attached to my bow. Just make a knot so it doesn't go anywhere. Just like that. We cut all those bits. Don't want those bits. And I'm gonna add a glue dot. I get a glue dot, and I put it there, and I get my tag just to sit there so it doesn't move. I have to fiddle a little bit better with this bow because it's not very pretty, this bow. But anyway, gives you an idea what how the bag. So that's my little Christmas bag, and you can see the image through the designer paper. And also, wait a minute, I'll go and get another ribbon. Wait a second. Okay, friends, I come back. I don't like this ribbon. I think it's too thick for this. I just don't like it. So I went and I looked for another ribbon. So I found the beautiful white ribbon, and just with the marker, I just went, I was just trying it out, and I just put a little with an alcohol marker. I just make a line on it just to make it sort of two-tone. I think it's much nicer. I really didn't like that red ribbon. I think it was too thick. So I think too thick for the beautiful soft vellum. I don't know what I was thinking when I chose that ribbon. But anyway, came to my senses. And we're going to use this because I think this will do the vellum justice. The other one was too bulky, too thick, and not the right one. So I think that we'll be happy with this one. Okay, let's check it out. And I think you guys are gonna agree with me because the other one was just too heavy. Don't you guys think that? I think it was too much. Look how pretty that's soft, isn't it? So much softer. Now I'm happy. Now I'll get another glue dot. I don't know what happened to the other glue dot. Maybe when I dismantle it. It's amazing, isn't it? What a ribbon. Oh, there's the dot there. It's in the bag. Okay, it's over here. So we're gonna touch that there a bit, like this. And we're going to put this below the bow and attach it just a little bit, I think. I chose green because we got green in here. Make a double knot so it doesn't fall. Oh gosh. Okay. There we go. There. Let's get rid of all this. Where's my scissors? Using the wrong scissors, that's why it's not cutting. There we go. Right tool for the right job. Push it a bit more lower so it stays. Here we go. And that's a better bow, definitely. Okay, so there we go. So now let's bring the other ones back. So there's the other one. You can see it needs to be softer, isn't it? Like a softer bow. Still not happy with that bow, you know. I'm not happy with this bow. What's going on? Not happy. I can't just leave you guys like this. Not happy. Let's do this again. Definitely not happy with this bow. You can do better. Come on, try again. Sorry, girls. But it's gotta be right, right? Okay, let's try again. We can do a good bow. We gotta have a good bow. Okay, alright. Where's the glue dough here? Okay, let's see. Is that better? Did you do better now? I think I did. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Because it's empty, the bag is very light. Because it's moving everywhere. Okay, here we go. That's a better bow, isn't it? Pretty? What do you think? And we don't need to attach that. We can make it that it doesn't hit to be hold on to the bow. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach my tag with a glue dot. Oh, glue dot here. There. And now the little, there, that's better. Ah, finally. It was frustrating, this bow. Okay, that's pretty. That's pretty, isn't it? That's much better. So, okay, so that's that one, the one we did today. We finish. I think it's so cute. These are very nice, isn't it? Like to give to a friend with a beautiful piece of jewelry, or even for my granddaughter. Oh, that would be beautiful. You know, nice little for a birthday. And this is one that I done quite a while ago with some retire papers with a little flower. So there's the little bag stamped with vellum. I hope you enjoy this project and give it a go. With the vellum, it's different, it's soft and gentle. But remember, I think a soft ribbon, it does better than a really thick ribbon. I think this was just a bit too heavy. So keeping it soft, I think it does the job. Okay, so I like normally do. Down below the video, I will add a link to my blog where you find more details and pictures of all the samples that I have shown you today, and also the products that I use. So I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video. Bye for now.